Hello everyone, a good and Erev Shabbos. I am in one of the most southern spots in Israel. I'm in the mountains of Eilat. If you can see behind me, I'll just move out of the way for a moment. You can see I am on a very high mountain looking down at the sea, and I'd like to share something that just came to me as I'm standing here. How come Shabbos morning we change the bracha right after Baruch Hu? Instead of saying Hami'ir la'aretz, that God created the world and of course brings out the sun, we say Hakol yoducha ve'hakol yeshabechucha ve'hakol yomru ein kadosh ka Hashem. That the entire nature is sort of saying to God, there's nothing like you, God. Quite frankly, during the week, we don't have time to look at nature. We're running to the office, we're running back from the office, we're going in our cars, we're going here, we're going there, and most importantly, we're on our phones more than anything else. But there is one day a week when you disconnect from your phones and you ultimately can look out your window. In a word, I'm not so sure most of us hear the birds chirping during the week, but we definitely hear the birds chirping on Shabbos because we actually pay attention to them. Maybe that's the reason why we changed that bracha. Indeed, during the week, we know God created nature, but we don't have time to look at it. But on Shabbos, when we do have time to look at it, we can say, Hakol yoducha, everyone thanks you. Ve'hakol yeshabechucha, everyone praises you. And we go on and saying, it's not enough, God, that you created a world. The Jewish people appreciate it, notice it, and indeed actually articulate it. And perhaps the lesson to us is as follows. When you see something beautiful, when you see something extraordinary, don't hold back the compliment. Say it. If someone goes out of their way to give you good service, thank them. If someone said good morning, say good morning back. It can make their day. There is absolutely no reason to hold back goodness. On Yom Kippur, one of the 44 al-chaitz is al-cheit shechatanu lefanecha betzarut ayin, on the sin that we have sinned before you in being very stingy with our eyes. The Gemara explains in Masechet Erchin Daf Tet Zayin, that means that ultimately you could have done something good for someone and you held back. You didn't do anything wrong, you didn't insult them, but you didn't do something good. You held back goodness. And that's exactly what we don't do on Shabbos. When we come out to nature on Shabbos and we hear the birds chirping and we see the world in front of us, that is the most appropriate and suitable time to give a compliment to God. And hopefully, if that's what we do with God, that's what we'll also do with our fellow Jew. Wishing everyone a Shabbat Shalom.